Tension has been building in the city of Milwaukee pending the release of police body camera footage that would potentially reveal what happened to Bucks guard Sterling Brown when he was tasered and arrested by Milwaukee police in January for a parking violation. The charges were dropped 2 days later, and according to Brown's attorney, the rookie guard plans to file a civil rights lawsuit against the Milwaukee Police Department. Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett has expressed concern about public backlash following the release of the video. In the last hour, the Milwaukee Police Department posted the body camera footage on their website. And the first 8 minutes of the video covers the police encountering Brown over a parking violation in a Walgreens parking lot. Then the officers used the stun gun on Brown, arresting him during questioning. This took place around 2 a.m. on January 26th. Later, Brown was brought to his feet and remained handcuffed on his way to be taken into custody. The video was released after the Milwaukee Police Department held a news conference around 6:15 Eastern Time earlier today, just about 45 minutes ago. John Barr was there in Milwaukee for the news conference and joins us now on SportsCenter. John, what more can you tell us about what was said during this news conference?
Well, Kevin, no members of the media had an opportunity to see that video before the press conference, but it wouldn't have mattered because we weren't allowed to ask any questions. Milwaukee Police Chief Alfonso Morales has talked about the need for greater transparency, but did not answer a single question after reading a brief statement. Here's some of what he had to say.
Our department conducted an investigation into the incident which revealed members acted inappropriately, and those members were recently disciplined. Criminal charges against Mr. Brown were not pursued. I'm sorry this incident escalated to this level.
Now, Chief Morales did not elaborate on what those disciplinary actions against the officers involved entailed. However, WISN in Milwaukee reported earlier today that 3 officers will be suspended, 1 for 15 days, 1 for 10, 1 for 2. Chief Morales, again, did not answer any questions, so we got no confirmation of that from the police chief, Kevin. The Bucks also weighed in with a statement late today calling the treatment of Brown shameful and inexcusable. Kevin?
Yeah, John, we're showing some video of this. Again, we showed about like 30 to 45 seconds of this 8-minute video. What struck you? What stood out after you watched the video?
Well, the video itself is about a half hour long, but it gets heated about 8 minutes in. Initially, you hear Brown reluctant to tell an officer his name. About 8 minutes in, you hear an officer audibly saying, "Take your hands out of your pocket now." And it's shortly after that that multiple officers, I counted 5, wrestled with Brown. And then one yells, "Taser, taser, taser," and you can audibly hear Brown groaning at that time. But, you know, Brown was not handcuffed in those 8 minutes. He did not appear to be a threat at all or acting in a threatening manner, and that is very likely why many are questioning why it had to escalate to that level and that use of force, Kevin.
John Barr reporting from Milwaukee tonight live here on SportsCenter. We have a statement from Sterling Brown. It goes, "My experience in January with the Milwaukee Police Department was wrong and shouldn't happen to anybody. What should have been a simple parking ticket turned into an attempt at police intimidation, followed by the unlawful use of physical force, including being handcuffed and tased and then unlawfully booked. This experience with the Milwaukee Police Department has forced me to stand up and tell my story so that I can help prevent these injustices from happening in the future."